You ever stop and think about how much what you do actually affects the people around you? I mean, seriously, sometimes we get so caught up in our own feelings, our own frustrations, our own goals that we forget other people exist outside of what's happening in our own bubble. And I'm not saying that to judge, I've been there too, but there comes a point where you've got to look in the mirror and say, man, maybe it's not just about me. Listen, the truth is the world doesn't revolve around us, but when we're stuck in survival mode or we've been hurt, we start living like it does. We stop answering calls, we snap at people who don't deserve it, we don't show up for the ones who always show up for us. We think it's just me taking time for me, but sometimes that's just selfishness disguised as self-care. And I'm not talking about healthy boundaries, that's different. I'm talking about when your actions start to hurt the very people who love you and you act like it doesn't matter. I used to think as long as I wasn't doing anything wrong, I was fine. But then I realized not doing the right thing can hurt people just as much. When you don't call back, when you leave people hanging, when you say things without thinking, or when you walk away because you're too prideful to apologize. Those little decisions echo, they ripple out further than you think. You might not see it, but that energy affects your kids, your spouse, your friends, your co-workers. One selfish choice can shift an entire atmosphere in a home or in a relationship. And here's what hit me one day. I was praying, asking God why things felt off in my life, and He showed me plain as day. It's not just about what you're doing, it's about how what you're doing is affecting others. That's when I had to humble myself, because sometimes the problem isn't other people, it's our attitude, our silence, our stubbornness, our unwillingness to grow. We want blessings, but we keep acting in ways that block them. The hardest part is admitting when we've been the selfish one. That's where real growth starts. When you can say, I messed up, I could have handled that better, I could have been more understanding. That's maturity. That's how relationships heal. That's how peace returns to your home. That's how your heart softens again, because selfishness builds walls, but humility builds bridges. So if you're watching this right now and it feels like something's been off, maybe it's time to check your heart. Ask yourself, who's being affected by the way I'm living? Maybe it's your kids watching how you talk to their mom or dad. Maybe it's your friend who feels like you've forgotten about them. Maybe it's your own spirit that's tired of pretending everything's fine when it's not. Whatever it is, take responsibility. Change starts when you stop blaming and start owning. And listen, none of us are perfect. We all slip, but every day we get another chance to do better, to think beyond ourselves, to realize that how we treat people is a reflection of who we truly are inside. You can't love God and not love people. You can't say you're growing if you're still selfish. So today, choose to be aware, choose to care, choose to be the reason someone feels seen, not the reason someone feels forgotten. If this hit you, that's good. It means God's tugging at your heart a little. Don't ignore that feeling. Let it move you toward growth. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I've got so much more content coming that it'll help you grow, encourage you, and challenge the way you think in the best possible way. And if you got value from this, do me a favor, share this video with someone who might need it today. You never know whose life you could impact just by pressing that share button. Thanks for spending this time with me. Here, your growth matters. I'll see you in the next video.